Over the last century, human productivity and global GDP have multiplied. We've automated manufacturing, decoded the human genome, and built megacities that concentrate more wealth and talent than ever before. Yet, in the shadow of those glass towers, millions of people still struggle to afford a simple roof over their heads. We produce more wealth today than at any point in history, but for many, basic economic security remains out of reach. By traditional economic logic, this level of production should have eliminated daily scarcity decades ago. Instead, we see a widening gap between the growth of the economy and the growth of a worker's bank account. It is easy to point toward automation or corporate greed as the culprit, but individual output has continued to rise, and the tools we use have never been more efficient. The math of our progress doesn't add up to the reality of our poverty. The error is actually found in a foundational mechanic of modern economics, the way our system treats the earth beneath our feet. As long as we maintain our current rules for how land is owned and taxed, every leap in technology will likely make the land more expensive, rather than making the people more prosperous. To understand this, we have to distinguish between things humans create, like buildings or machines, and things we don't. Labor and capital are the products of effort. Land, however, is a fixed resource, a gift of nature that belongs to everyone. Consider this empty plot. Without infrastructure, its value is zero. But as the public builds a subway and school, the plot's value ticks upward. The owner did nothing, yet the system lets them capture every cent for their private pocket. This is land speculation, the practice of hoarding empty or underused land specifically to siphon off the wealth created by everyone else's growth. In effect, private land ownership acts as a hidden drain on society, funneling the rewards of collective progress into the hands of those who simply hold a title to the ground. Our current tax system makes this worse by penalizing production. Every time you earn a paycheck, the government takes a percentage of your labor as income tax. If you invest in a new building or start a business, you are hit with property and corporate taxes. We are effectively charging people a fee for being useful and productive. Meanwhile, the speculator is rewarded. If you leave a valuable lot empty and unproductive, your tax burden is often minimal. The system encourages you to wait while the community adds value to your land for free. The single tax, or land value tax, is designed to flip this logic. It suggests we stop taxing the things we want more of, like work and buildings, and start taxing the thing we didn't create, land. Because the total value of a nation's land, from city centers to resource-rich plains, is so immense, economists argue that taxing this unearned value could provide enough revenue to replace the taxes on labor and capital entirely. Under a land value tax, holding on to a high-value lot without using it becomes a financial liability. The owner must pay for the privilege of excluding others from that location. To cover that tax, landholders are forced to be productive. They have to build housing, open businesses, or sell the land to someone who will, turning dead space into active parts of the economy. As hoarding becomes unprofitable, the supply of available land for development increases. This chart shows the projected result. As more homes and offices are built, competition increases and average rent prices decline. For the individual worker, the change is direct. Without an income tax, the 20 or 30% of a paycheck currently diverted to the government stays in the worker's bank account. You keep the full value of what you earn. This shift addresses the progress paradox by aligning our incentives. It ensures that the value generated by a growing society is reinvested back into that society, while the rewards of an individual's labor remain with the person who performed it. A fair economy is within reach. It doesn't require stopping progress. It requires us to change who is allowed to profit from the very ground that progress is built upon. To learn more about how a land value tax can transform our economy, subscribe to @SingleTax and join the movement for a fairer future.